Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. When we come to the incarnation of all the three gods, we can say a peculiarity from Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva and his activities called Leelas are quite different from others. Shiva is a god of easily pleasing one, easily accessible to his devotees who sincerely worship him, chant his name of Panchakshari, Om Namah Shivaya. Such Lord Shiva gives blessings to his devotees who seek his shelter. Such a Lord Shiva possesses various magnanimities, mahimas. Whenever we come across to see the miracles of Lord Shiva through his devotees, can't be described, indescribable magnanimity can be seen from Lord Shiva and his philosophy. Lord Shiva Leelas are different from one devotee to another devotee. He acts like a father, like a brother, like a friend, like a guru in his Leelas. When we come across to see his one of the Leela at Swami Malai, that means Lord Muruga took the post of a teacher, guru, and preaches to his father Lord Shiva. There we can see the Shiva Leela is a different. He gets preaching from his own son, Lord Kumaraswamy or Lord Muruga, because Muruga stays at a hill, he is under the hill. He won't feel anything. That's the character of Lord Shiva. The famous temple in Tamil Nadu near Kumbakonam that is called Swami Malai. That's why he is called Guru Guha. Who? Murugan. In this way, we can describe lots of Shiva Leelas in his philosophy. Sometimes we cannot understand how it is possible, because even a demon called Ravana, like his devotees, get the boons from Lord Shiva so easily. When we come across to Lord Vishnu, he selects. But when you come across to Lord Shiva, he doesn't select. Whomsoever it may be, he may be atheist or demon, whomsoever it may be, if he calls or he chants his name, Lord Shiva pleases immediately and fulfills the desire of his devotees. That's why he is called Bola Shankara. Without minding what he is giving, he gives to the devotees such a boons. That's why whenever we see the history of or theme of or philosophy of Lord Shiva, it's quite different. In each and every act, we can see him like a devotee to Rama. That's why he is to say to Parvati, if you say or if you chant Rama, the word Rama or name of Rama 3 times, it is equal to Vishnu Sahasranama. That's why he became devotee of Rama. In such a way, there is a lot of things to know about Shiva. Today, I am taking the topic of Lord Shiva Leelas. It is countless to be discussed topics. That's why I took two parts. Today, part 1. Tridalam Triguණakaram Trinetram Triayudam Trijanma Papa Samharam Ekabilvam Shivarpanam. Daksha had aversion towards Shiva, being his daughter's companion. However, she had the revelation that Shiva was the supreme god. However, unlike Daksha, Shati loved Shiva. That made him to get anger. Shati won Shiva as her husband by undergoing severe tapas, means penance. Despite Daksha's disappointment, Shati married Lord Shiva. Daksha's grudge towards Shiva grew after Brahma Yajna. With the prime motive of insulting Shiva, Daksha initiated a great yaga, that is called Daksha Yajna, similar to Brahma. He invited all the gods, Prajapatis and kings to attend the yajna and intentionally avoided inviting Shiva and his daughter Sati. Sati came to know about the grand yajna organized by his father and asked Shiva to attend the yajna. Shiva refused her request, also denied by Shiva, saying that it was inappropriate to attend a function without being invited. In spite of her lord's advice, Shati goes to Daksha's sacrifice, disregarded by her father and enraged at finding no offering made to Rudra. She praises the greatness of her lord, censures Daksha, and by yoga method casts off her body in sacrificial pit. Hearing of Sati's casting off her body, Lord Shiva creates in his anger Veerabhadra out of his jata and causes Daksha's death. Informed by the god of the destruction of Daksha, Brahma pacifies Rudra and Daksha and others are revived. Being pleased with Brahma's praise, Shiva goes along with the gods to the same of sacrifice. Daksha and others are revived. Vishnu issuing forth from the sacrificial fire is praised by Daksha and others. After the closing ceremony of ablutions, the gods return home. Maitreya describes the benefit of listening the story, the birth of Sati as Parvati and that of Skanda. Dakshinamurti on the Mount Kailasa with Parvati Devi. By his side, Lord Shiva was sitting in a hall beautifully decorated by precious stones. At that time, Devi worshipped the Lord and requested him to alter the name of Dakshayani given to her before for being the daughter of Daksha. This Daksha was killed by Lord Shiva for his disrespect and arrogance. On hearing this request, Lord Shiva ordained that Devi should be born as the daughter of Parvataraj, who was doing rigorous tapas for getting a child. He also told Parvati that he would come over to her and marry her. Thus ordained, Parvati Devi was born as a child of Parvata king, and since her 5th year, she began to do rigorous tapas for being the bride of Lord Shiva. During the absence of Devi, when Lord Shiva was alone, the sons of Brahma, who are sage of Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, and Sanat Kumara, came to have darshan of Lord Shiva and prostrated before him. They entered the Lord to teach them the way to remove avidya and attain salvation, mean moksha. Lord Shiva, hearing this appeal made by the sages, assumed the form of Dakshinamurti and remaining as a Guru Supreme, began to teach them in the inner secrets of helping, keeping mauna and showing the chin mudra by his hand. That is the incarnation of Dakshinamurti. The sages began to meditate on the lines shown by the Lord Shiva and attained the state of inexpressible and unlimited joy. Thus, Lord Shiva came to be known as Dakshinamurti. May the blessings of Lord Dakshinamurti be upon us all. May you all dive deep and enjoy everlasting peace and bliss through His grace. Tripura Samhara. This occurs in the Karna Parva of the Mahabharata. In times of yore, there was a war between the Devas and Asuras. The Asuras were defeated in the battle. The three sons of Ashura, Taraka, wanted to take revenge on the Devas. They performed rigorous penance and obtained a boon from Brahma, the Creator. By virtue of this boon, they could not be conquered by anyone save somebody who could destroy the three castles by a single arrow. That is Tripura Samhara. They made the three castles, one of gold in heaven, the second silver in air, and the third iron on earth. They began to oppress the gods and the rishis. Thereupon, all the gods made a complaint to Brahma. Brahma replied that no one can save Mahadeva, who knows yoga and Sankhya, through particular penance, could vanquish these asuras. All the gods approached Lord Shiva and provided him with a chariot out of all forms of the universe. They also supplied him with a bow and arrow, the constituent parts of which were Vishnu, Soma, and Agni. They requested Mahadeva to discharge the arrow against the three castles at a time. The three castles fell down in the twinkling of an eye. Then all the gods eulogized, praised Mahadeva and departed to heaven. Mahadeva said to the gods that he himself could not destroy the asuras, as they were very strong, but that they themselves would be able to vanquish with the help of half of his strength. The gods replied that they could not bear half his strength and that he should take up the task with the help of their strength. Mahadeva agreed to this. He became stronger than all the gods, hence he was called Mahadeva, a great god. Let us get Shiva Manasa Puja. What is it? Manasa Puja is mental worship. Manasa Puja is more powerful and effective from the external worship with the flowers, sandals, etc. You will have more concentration when you do Manasa Japa or Manasa Puja. Mentally enthrone the Lord on a Simhasana, set with diamonds, pearls, emeralds, etc. Offer him a seat, offer arghya, madhuparka, and various sorts of flowers, cloths, etc. Apply sandal paste to his forehead and body. burn incense and agarbatti, wave lights, burn camphor, mean karpura, and do arati. Offer various kinds of fruits, sweet meats, payasa, coconut, and mahanaivedyam. Even do shodasopachara. That means 16 kinds of offerings in worship. Panchakshara mantra writing, write down in a fine notebook, Om Namah Shivaya for half an hour or more. You will have more concentration by taking recurrence to this sadhana. Write the mantra in the ink clearly. When you write the mantra, observe mauna. You may write the mantra in any language. Give up looking here and there. Repeat the mantra mentally. Also, when you write the mantra, write the whole mantra notebook is completed. Keep it in a box in your meditation room. Be regular in your practice, your pocket, and write mantra notebook and a japamala or rosary. You will be immensely benefited. Shiva Jnana Japa and meditation of the sacred names of Lord Shiva will free you from all the sins and lead you to the attainment of Shiva Jnanam, eternal bliss and immortality. Shivanama is the very soul of all mantras. Lord Shiva has manifested in all world in 16 different aspects. How? Let us see. Vrishabharuda, Harihara, Nataraja, Bhairava, Dakshinamurti, Ardhanarishwara, Bhikshataneshwara, Someshwara Murti, Urdhva Natana, Kala Samhara, Jalandhara, Shura Samhara, Lingodbhava, and all his forms. Shiva means that which is eternally happy or auspicious. Parama Mangala, Om and Shiva are one. That's why Mandukya Upanishad said, Shantam Shivam Advaitam. Even an outcast can meditate on the name of Lord Shiva. Shiva manifests in Gayatri mantra, Agni, and in the sun. When you worship Agni or Gayatri or and the sun, you should meditate on Lord Shiva. Japa of Panchakshara and meditation of Lord Shiva should be particularly done in Pradosha Kala or just before the sunset. English we say to be light. The Pradosha on the 13th Tithi means Trayodashi. After a full moon or a new moon day is known as Mahapradosha. The gods visit Shiva temple for the worship of Lord at this period. You can worship the Devas and also to you visit temples during Mahapradosha. Devotees of Lord Shiva observe full fast, mean Upavasa, on the day. A devotee of Lord Shiva should apply vibhuti to his forehead and also to the body. He should wear a Rudraksha mala. He should worship the Shivalinga with the leaves of Bilva tree. He should do japa and meditation of the Panchakshara, Om Namah Shivaya. Lord Shiva is propitiated by every one of these actions. Vibhuti or Bhasma is very sacred. It is worn by Lord Shiva himself. The bead of a Rudrakshamala represents the third eye on the forehead of Lord Shiva. Bilva leaves are regarded to be one of the 5 abodes of wealth. It is Shiva only who causes bondage and mukti for the jivas. I mean all the beings movable or immovable. It is Shiva who makes the jivas realize their essential divine nature. Shiva made Maya's body, senses and the universe and thrust the jivas into Maya. He created the idea of egoism, mean I-ness in them. He bound them in karma and made them experience pleasure and pain according to the nature of their karmas. Virtuous actions are vicious deeds. This is the stage of bondage of the jivas. Gradually, it is Shiva only who releases them from the fetters of egoism, karma, and maya and makes them shine as Shiva. This is the state of a moksha or freedom. It is only through the grace of Lord Shiva they attain the state of final emancipation. The jivas have no independence when they are under the influence of the three impurities. What are they? Anava, karma, and maya. They are endowed with the little knowledge. The jiva must first know his nature and his relationship with Lord Shiva in order to attain his grace. Life or prana is in the body. Lord Shiva within the prana. He is a prana of pranas. And yet he is distinct from the pranas and body. If there is no prana in the body, what happens? The body becomes a corpse, means shava. It cannot perform any action, is it? Shiva is support for this body, prana and jiva. The jiva cannot do any action without Shiva. It is Shiva who illumines the intellect. Just as I cannot see without the light of the sun, although it is endowed with the power to see, so also the intellect cannot function without the aid of Lord Shiva. The four sadhanas as Charya, Kriya, Yoga, and Jnana are the four steps to attain salvation, mean moksha. They are like the bud, flower, unripe fruit, and ripe fruit. Both the way. That means positive and negative. Lord Shiva gradually frees in the individual's souls from egoism, karma, and maya. The jivas gradually become disgusted with the sensual pleasures. They become balanced in pleasure and pain. Though the grace of the Lord, they understand that karma is the cause of birth and deaths. They begin to do actions for the Lord, serve the devotees of the Lord, and attain purity of the mind. They understand that the soul of Shiva is distinct from the body, senses, and mind, and is beyond the reach of mind and speech. They get initiation into the significance of Om Namah Shivaya, the Panchakshari mantra, and meditate on Lord Shiva. They practice Shiva Yoga, their hearts melt, seer, sight, and seen vanish or vanish, disappear. All the activities of senses and mind, intellect cease. They bathe Lord Shiva with the stream of divine love that is generated in their heart and offer their heart as a flower with Lord. They hear the sound of Shilam Bosai and march forward through the path of the sound and behold the vision of Nataraja in the Chidakasa and are immersed in the ocean of Shivananda. They become one with the Lord just as emperor or camphor melts in the fire. Worship of Shiva Linga. The popular belief is that Shiva Lingam represents the phallus or the viral organ, the emblem of the generative power or principle in nature. This is not only a serious mistake but also a grave blunder. In the post-Vedic period, the linga became symbological of the generative power of the Lord Shiva. Linga is a differentially marked one. It is certainly not the sex mark you will find in the Linga Purana. प्रधानं प्रकृतिर्यदाहुः प्रधानं लिङ्गमुत्तमं गन्धवर्णरसैर्हीनं शब्दस्पर्शादिवर्जितम्. The foremost linga, which is primary and devoid of smell, color, taste, hearing, touch, etc., is spoken of as a Prakriti. Linga means mark in Sanskrit. It is a symbol which points to an interference. When you see big flood in a river, you infer that there had been heavy rains in the previous day. When you see smoke, you infer that there is a fire. This vast world of countless forms is a linga of the omnipotent Lord. The Shiva linga is a symbol of Lord Shiva. Okay. When you look at the linga, your mind is at once elevated and you begin to think of the Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is really formless. He has no form of his own, and yet all forms are his forms. All forms are pervaded by Lord Shiva. Every form is a form of or linga of Lord Shiva. There is a mysterious power or indescribable Shakti in the linga to induce the concentration of the mind. Just as a mind is focused easily as crystal gazing, so also the mind attains one pointedness. When it looks at the linga, that is the reason why the ancient rishis and seers of India have prescribed linga for being installed in the temple of Lord Shiva. Shivalinga speaks to you in the unmistakable language of silence. I am one without a second. I am formless. Pure, pious souls only can be understand this language. A curious, passionate, impure foreigners of little understanding or illuminating says sarcastically, "Oh, the Hindus worship the philosopher or phallus or sex organ. They are the ignorant people. They have no philosophy." Linga is the only outward symbol of the Lord formless being, and Lord Shiva, who is the indivisible, all pervading, eternal, auspicious, ever pure, immortal essence of this vast university, who is undying soul seated in the chambers of your heart. Who is your dweller? Inner most of the self or Atman, and who is identified with the Supreme Brahman. A Shiva linga consists of three parts, the lowest of which is the Brahma Pitamaha. The second middle one is Vishnu, god of Sattva, Pita, and the uppermost of the Shiva Pita. Some are Swayambhuva linga, some are the Narma Devas. There are 12 Jyotirlingas and 5 Panchabhuta lingas in India. The 12 Jyotirlingas, where are they situated? Kedarnath, Kashi Vishwanath, Shobhanath, Vaidyanath, Rameshwara, Krishneshwara, Bhimashankar, and Mahakala, Mallikarjuna, Amareshwara, Nageshwara, and Triambakeshwara. The Panchabhuta lingas, the 5 Panchabhuta lingas, what are there? Kalahastishwarar, Jambukeshwarar, Arunachaleshwarar, Ekambaleshwarar of Kanchivarai, and Nataraja of Chidambaram temple. The temple of Lord Mahalinga at Thiruvidai Marudur, known also Madhyarjuna, is regarded as the great Shiva temple of South India. Spatika Linge is also a symbol of Lord Shiva. This is prescribed for Aradhana or worship of Lord Shiva. It is made up of quartz. It has no color of its own, but takes on the color of the substances which came in contact with it. It represents a Nirguna Brahman or the attribute Supreme Self or formless and attributions of the Linga is not a block of stone. It is all radiant Tejas or Chaitanya. The Linga talks to him, makes him shed profess or profuse tears, produces horripilation and melting of heart, and raises him above body consciousness and helps to communicate with the Lord and attain Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Lord Rama worshipped Shivalinga at Rameshwar. Ravana, the learned scholar, worshipped at the Golden Linga. What is lot of monastic Shakti? There should be in the Linga. May you all attain three formless Shiva through the worship of Shivalinga. The symbol of Lord Shiva, which helps concentration of mind and which is depicted as a mind upon the beginning of the neophytes. Shivalinga is a Chinmaya. The light of consciousness manifesting out of Sadashiva is in reality the Shivalinga. From him, all the moving and unmoving creatures take their own origin. He is a Unga or cause of everything. In him, the whole world merges itself finally. The Shiva Purana says, Pitam Ambamayam Sarvam Shivalingascha Chinmayam. The support or Pitam of all is Prakriti or Parvati, and Linga is Chinmaya Purusha, or Shivalinga is the cause of the world. There are 6 lingas as Andapinda, Sadashiva, Atma, Jnana and Shivalinga. These lingas are taken to mean the characteristics by which the Andapinda, Sadashiva, etc. are to be recognized to understand. ओम श्री कांताय कल्याण निधे निधेद्राम श्री वेंकटनिवासाय श्रीनिवासाय मंगलम मंगलाशासन परे मदाचार्य पुरोगमयि सर्वेश पूर्वैराचार्य सत्कृतायास्तु मंगलम्.